Boy, you just can't make this up. Before we get into this, you guys, as you can see, I want to just tell you guys that I love you, that I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life. No matter where you're from, no matter what your age is, no matter what your skin color is, one love to the human race, one race, man. And most importantly, we want to thank the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you for your service. We send our love and condolences to the families and friends out there for our fallen heroes and soldiers. But oh boy, she done pissed off the Gold Star families, y'all. And not only did she piss them off, she pissed the rest of us off. Everybody's off. Everybody is pissed. You just can't make this stuff up, man. And I told you guys, every single day, just every single day, I told you. And they're going to try to find any way to spin things, take things out of context, to wipe Trump through the mud. But it's all going to reverse on them. It's all going to reverse on them, man. And now you can see tons of their Kamala HQ pages and pages on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. X, they're facing lawsuits now. Just because of what? Guess what? Fake news. They're facing lawsuits now. And then for her to come out and just and then lies, you know. And I'm so glad the way Trump responded. I'm so glad Trump responded the way he did, man. You know. And actually, it's the leadership is completely different, as you can see. You know. As bad as they want people, the fake news, the mainstream media want Trump to look. And I'm so glad that everybody is waking up and seeing what's actually going on. They see what a true leader is. They see who puts America first, who actually cares for we the people. As the left and Democrats put American citizens last. They put the hardworking American citizens last. Taxpayers last. And look where the tax dollars is going to. And I tell you, we all want our tax dollars back. You know, they're giving out illegals, free housing, free food, free healthcare, 0% interest rates, $150,000. People are mad, man, and they're waking up. And as you can see, a lot of people are waking up. Gen Z, blacks, Hispanics, everybody, anti-Trumpers, never Trumpers, Democrats. They've been voting Democrat their whole life. But guess what? They're on the Trump train. People's blood is boiling, man. People's blood is boiling. And we're going to start the show. I want to show y'all this once again, man. I want to show y'all this once again. Get that off the screen. What is that? Get off the screen. I want to show y'all this right before we get into Benny's video. We got a video from Benny. I want to just show y'all this, man. Because this is a president right here. No matter how bad they want you to think of him, how bad they want you to look, the fake news, all the bias reporting, you know, all the fake reports, articles, how bad they wiped this man through the mud, you know. As soon as he got shot, first thing they said was he fell down. Oh, it was staged. Crap, man. Crap.
We lost 13 great people. What a horrible day it was. We didn't lose one person in 18 months. And then they took over that disaster, the leaving of Afghanistan. We lost 13 great people. What a horrible day it was. We didn't lose one person in 18 months. And then they took over that disaster, the leaving of Afghanistan. We're a nation in decline. Nobody
Just can't make it up, man. Just can't make it up, you guys. We encourage everybody to go out and vote, man. Prayers for the Trump campaign, man. Trump team, you know, Trump and Vance, Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK Jr. I mean, it just, they are against the corruption, as you can see. You know, and when Trump came down that elevator in 2016, like I say, and everybody knows this, the media turned against him. Everybody turned against him. You know, and Trump derangement syndrome is real. Tons of people have TDS. Now, there's tons of people that have, they didn't get all the way to stage 4. But once you get stage 4, it's bad, man. And a lot of hatred is spewed out. There have been people with TDS that came back. I had TDS. I was an anti-Trump, never Trumper. I believed in what my family and friends were saying and this and that. Now, tons of them are now going for Trump this year. The tide is turning, man, for a lot of people. A lot of people are sick and tired. Then they tried to make MAGA look like, such evil people, evil community, evil voters that were this and that. And that's why I wear my MAGA hat proudly out in public. And over here where I live, everybody I believe it's like everybody over here is voting for Trump. I haven't got one negative, even with blacks, everybody. And I hate pulling the race card, but we have to pull a race card all of a sudden because that's just the way life is. Especially around this time, an election time. We got to hear identity politics, and it's sad that we got to hear identity politics all the way to November 5th. Because she's a so-called black woman. Even if she's black or not. I don't care if she's black, red, yellow, green, blue, orange. I don't care. But is she qualified? Doesn't seem qualified to me. Not one Kamala Harris voter can give me one good reason. Not one good reason. And as you see, she's taking a lot of heat right now. Especially after that interview. Disaster interview after 40 days. Meanwhile, Trump and Vance are given 30, 40, 50 hours worth of interviews. Talking out even working hard on the weekends. The leadership is completely different, man. Completely different. Millions are struggling and dying right now. But hey, we blame Trump for everything. No shows. No shows. Put the American people last. Failed policies. And hey, what'd she say? Joe Biden is as sharp as a tack. It's a cheap fake, a deep fake. But we blame Trump on everything, huh? Let's get into it, man. The Gold Star families expose who Kamala really is. Boy. Trump ends Kamala campaign. And I know a lot of y'all probably seen how Trump responded. But we got a full breakdown from Benny we're going to check out, man. Huge shout out to our brother Benny, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, man. We are wishing the best in everybody's life, man. One love to the human race, man. One love, baby. One race, one love to the human race, man. We got to come together and unite, man. Unify. We are divided right now. And a lot of hatred is being spewed out.
Guys, your boy Benny, when you come for the king, you best not miss. And President Trump is king of service to military families. He's always been so exceptional when it comes to either increasing VA benefits or increasing access to care or caring for those who have lost their lives or defending those who are in war. Donald Trump is just the best of the best. And this was proven last weekend when President Trump stood at Arlington Cemetery. As you can see here, here's him actually at Arlington Cemetery laying a wreath. You can see it, NBC News of all places. The Chiron reads, Trump lays wreaths at Arlington Cemetery in honor of service members killed at the Abbey Gate attack in Afghanistan. The Abbey Gate attack, of course, that was ordered the suicidal mission that Kamala Harris and Joe Biden brought about through their incompetence in Afghanistan. These 13 Americans should still be alive and with us today. These service members should be
Yes, indeed, man. We want peace. Peace. And they call, and what makes me really, They call this a publicity stunt, y'all. Again, they find any way to wipe Trump through the fucking mud. They call this a publicity stunt. To help his campaign, to help get him elected for votes. And I'm so glad this was a huge backfire in her face, man. And that she got exposed. And he's right. Y'all blood should be boiling right now, man. People should be furious. Because this goes, they show you time after time after time after time. And then you wonder why Trump says what he says. You wonder why he says what he says. Fake news. Enemy of the people.
Serving today. And President Trump, there's nothing political about it. President Trump just literally stood there and honored the families. Now, politicians have done this throughout all time. President, non-president, President Trump is standing there honoring the families. This is normal. This is something that is good. This is a positive thing. This is how desperate, actually, the left is, that they have decided to politicize. They've decided to attack President Trump for this. Trump made virtually no comments. He didn't even speak while he was there. He made no public comments at all. And he simply posed for photos with families. And then, of course, laid a wreath in honor of the fallen American service members. This is how broken the left is and how desperate Kamala is. Kamala's losing. And so she decided yesterday to attack President Trump for laying a wreath and honoring the families there at Arlington. Here we go, just really quick here. Kamala Harris, as vice president, I've had the privilege of visiting Arlington Cemetery. It's a solemn place, a place where we can come together on American heroes, sacrifice this nation. You grew up in Canada. You're a communist. You actually hate America, and you bragged about sending those soldiers to their deaths in Afghanistan. But yeah, that's pretext here. It's not a place for politics, she says. Oh, interesting. And yet it was reported this week. By the way, stop here. Try not to stop every second. What was political about what Trump did? There's nothing political. President Trump was just there to honor the families. And yet what was reported this week is Trump's team chose to film a video there. Everyone films there. Everyone has a camera. Everyone has a 4K camera in their pocket, lady, resulting in an altercation with cemetery staff that is, even the army says that didn't happen. So she's pushing another hoax. Let me be clear. The former president disrespects sacred ground, sacred political stunt. Political stunt? Oh, okay. So she pushes further hoaxes, right? The sucker and losers hoaxes. The man is unable to comprehend anything other than service to himself. Well, that's interesting. So this is what Kamala Harris attacks Trump with. Well, hot damn, did Trump have a response to Kamala? Aside from being morally repugnant, cruel, and utterly heartless, Kamala's starting a fight with the grieving families of the Abby 13, whose loved ones' deaths she is responsible for, is a desperate act of political self-destruction. What President Trump did was ask those families who invited him there, and for instance, Christy Shamblin was on my program on Friday. She was on the show on Friday. She hopped on the stream and talked to me about how she invited President Trump personally to go there. Christy Shamblin is the mother-in-law of Sergeant Nicole G., who lost her life at the order of Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris bragged about this. Donald Trump went and dropped video after video after video on this tweet of fathers, mothers, family members of the families who were killed by Kamala Harris. Look at this. Look at this feed. Holy moly. I mean, it's just absolute. She's done. She's done. Veterans are up here saying Kamala Harris's campaign is finished in a single X post. Look at this. This is the screenshot of all of the family members. You have 8 family members here. These are the ones that I can count. Maybe there's even more. 8 family members here that recorded videos savaging Kamala Harris. In those videos, and we'll play them all for you. In those videos, the family members say, Kamala Harris killed my kids. Kamala Harris has never contacted me, never ever reached out, never tried to even comfort me, never apologized. Kamala Harris has never communicated with any of these families, any of them. People are saying this will go down in history as the biggest political backfire in American history, Gold Star families, with Trump. And they damn sure let Kamala know about it. Man, Kamala's momentum fell off a cliff a while ago, but she will never be able to recover from this. Attacking Trump over the Arlington visit is a monumental mistake that reeked of insecurity and desperation. Many people are saying that this is like a Dukakis moment. It's like Michael Dukakis moment. Remember Dukakis, like with his goofy, like wearing that goofy helmet in the tank? Yeah, trying to prove that he's a macho man. This is destruction, and this is destruction. Other people saying that, like, here's Bush, Clinton, and Obama filming videos at Arlington. Like, what are you talking about? Arlington's never been political. What are you talking about? Arlington's never been political. 3, 2, 1. What are you talking about? Arlington's never been political. Usually people filming propaganda for COVID at Arlington. Got it? Okay, here's Scavino's post this morning. Dan Scavino, President Trump spokesperson, saying, Kamala Harris, yeah, that's a massive, massive backfire. Absolutely wrecking Kamala today. And Donald Trump also posting this video of Kamala Harris telling Dana Bash, of all people, that she is the one who was responsible for these deaths. Kamala Harris effectively like taking credit for the deaths and the failures there. Gold Star family slammed Kamala Harris for playing politics over Trump's visit to the National Cemetery. This is our modern day Dukakis moment. This is our modern day destruction of a presidential campaign. There is no coming back from this. It's over.
Good afternoon. My name is Herman Lopez. I'm a Gold Star father. My son, Corporal Hunter Lopez, was a U.S. Marine killed in action on August 26, 2021. This message is intended for Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm not a person who usually takes to social media, but earlier today, your post regarding the incident at Arlington National Cemetery was brought to my attention. After reading it, it caused a reaction with me. You indicated in your post that you support the military and military families. I, for one, have not seen that support. It's been 3 years since my son was killed in action, and myself, my family, and other Gold Star families have not seen any support from you or your administration. You may make hollow promises about the economy or anything else you'd like to make promises about. But one thing that I ask of you, and the reason I'm making this message, is for you to stop making comments about your support for the military. As a Gold Star father, I know that you have not supported us. I know that you have not supported other Gold Star families. Please stop making these types of comments because that support has not been demonstrated. Your words are hollow and empty. My other request is that for the American public to know that these messages, these promises from Kamala Harris, especially in regard to supporting the military and our military families, are false and baseless. They have not been proven, and she has not earned our respect. Thank you very much.
Vice President Harris, my name is Christy Shamblin. My daughter-in-law, Sergeant Nicole Leanne G., was killed in the Afghanistan exit at Abbey Gate on August 26, 2021. This year, for the 3rd year anniversary of her murder, we welcome President Donald J. Trump to Arlington to lay a wreath on the tomb of the unknown soldier with our family and to visit Nicole graveside. President Trump and his team were respectful. They listened to our stories and didn't talk much at all. We welcomed them that day and they were comfort to our family. Vice President Harris, I ask you, why won't you return a call and explain to us how you call my daughter-in-law's death a success? Vice President Harris, why will you not express your condolences yourself? Why have we never heard from you? And finally, why would you take a day where we celebrated the death of our loved one and use it to disparage not only them, but us? President Trump has called, President Trump shows up, and President Trump takes the time to hear our loved ones' stories. Why won't you do the same?
Kamala, your statement is nothing more than a political spin to help you look better in your presidential campaign against Donald Trump. You have never walked a single day in our shoes. Our kids were murdered because of your administration, and you are partly to blame for that as well. What happened at Arlington was President Trump was invited by those families who have their soldiers buried at Arlington. They were invited there as a friend, as somebody who has taken the time numerous times on numerous occasions to hear our stories, to speak our kids' names, and to help us get some accountability from your administration, because in over 3 years, we have gotten nothing but more and more lies. Just like your statement, more and more spun lies and cover-ups to make you and your administration look good. But there is one thing that you said in your statement that was true. No one should be running for president if they cannot honor military members, their families, as well as veterans. So I guess that means that you should step down, Kamala.
Vice President Harris, my name is Jim McCollum. I am the Gold Star father of United States Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCollum, killed in Afghanistan, August 26, 2021. Your recent remarks related to Trump's visit to Arlington are filled with nothing but lies and deceit. How do you sleep at night knowing it was you, this administration, you and Biden, you being the last one in the room, are responsible for the death of our 13 kids? You have failed for 3 years and 8 months to acknowledge our kids, to acknowledge me. You don't know me. You've never spoken to me. You've never reached out to me. You have failed in your duties as vice president. You have been nothing but disrespectful to me and the families of the 13. Yet you're claiming that you will always be respectful and show respect for our fallen. You've been absent for 3 years and 8 months. You've proven that you're not capable to do the job that you have, let alone the job that you seek. You know nothing about honor, courage, commitment, respect, but President Trump does. President Trump has been there for us. He's been a rock for us. He showed compassion for us, and he showed he truly cares for the families that truly do know what the ultimate sacrifice really is. You have the day you deserve.
Vice President Harris, my name is Steve Nikui. I'm the father of Lance Corporal Kareem M. Nikui. And your administration killed my son, deliberately in exchange for political theatrics so you could have a final day of the evacuation coincide with September 11th. Ignoring the advice of your generals, the Doha Agreement, and countless other veterans and members of Congress. Denying the safety of the Afghans and the servicemen and women. Your choice to play politics in 2021 killed 170 Afghans, 13 U.S. service members, and wounded 45 of our service members, as well as countless Afghans. You are not at Dover for the dignified transfer. At no time have you reached out to me to offer your condolences, to offer thank you for Kareem's sacrifice and service. Not once have you honored him by saying his name, so I said it for you. You have disparaged all 13 who have lost their lives as well as their families, exhibiting your lack of gratitude by your silence. I agree with you on one thing, that a person like you should never and will never stand behind the seal of presidency. You are a DEI vice president, and contrary to our kids, the worst that America has to offer. I will pray for you, that God has mercy on your soul.
DEI didn't earn it. Not qualified, unqualified. Didn't earn it.
My name is Coro Dulero. I am Corporal Humberto Sanchez's mother. This is my statement of what happened on August 26, 2024. My son is not buried in Arlington, but I really feel like when President Trump went and paid tribute and paid his respect in Arlington for our kids, it was not just the ones buried in there. It was for all of our kids, and it was an invitation that the families actually extend to him, and it's not the first time that he actually like meet with us and share time and with our families. After 3 years until now, like Kamala Harris and President Biden didn't even say their 13 names. They called the withdrawal in Afghanistan a success, and for us it was just sadness and a disgrace. They are the responsible persons of murdering our kids, and until this day they did not give us a meeting. They did not accept to meet with us and give us an explanation of what happened. Being him the commander-in-chief, he definitely left our kids behind, and just to fill the agenda of his prior commitments. I invite Kamala Harris and Joe Biden to accept the meeting with us and meet with us and explain us what was the whole deal behind the withdrawal in Afghanistan. I think that as a parents we deserve a explanation, and we deserve the truth of what happened with our kids that day.
This is Mark Schmitz, Gold Star father of Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz. Here we are on a beautiful holiday weekend day.
Now this one really hit me, you guys, too. This one, I got all of them hit me, but this one right here, I watched this one about extra like 10 times, you know. But anyways, let's get
stop what I'm doing, spending time with what's left of my family, to address a heinous, vile, and disgusting post put out by Kamala Harris, trying to incite those that don't follow the truth that President Trump was in Arlington as a political stunt. Shows you how much you know about the 13 families. We invited him to be there. Groundwork was put into place by Congressman Ice's office to make sure we followed protocol. Why did we want Trump there? It wasn't to help his political campaign. We wanted a leader. That explains why you and Joe didn't get a call. Imagine for a second that your kid is killed, and there's a president of the United States willing to take you under his wing and listen to you. That's what we found in President Trump. Certainly not you, and certainly not Joe Biden. You have 13 families who have been waiting over 3 years to so much as get a phone call, to so much as hear our kids' names said aloud in the halls of Congress, at a State of the Union, hell, anything. The irony behind your post, that you give a rat's ass about our military or our veterans.
They don't give a rat's ass, bro. Rat's
Jared's
ass.
brothers and sisters in arms, the rest of the 12, their brothers and sisters in arms, is an outright lie. We're living proof of that. You're despicable. You have zero business running this country. And I pray to God, Americans wake the hell up and get your ass out of office. You have spit in our face for the last fucking time.
My name is Darren Hoover, and I'm the Gold Star father of United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover. Kamala, I want you to understand, and I know it will be difficult for you because you lack empathy and basic understanding. The events that happened on August 26, 2024, with President Trump at Arlington National Cemetery were solemn and in keeping with the reverence and respect that is given to all members of our military that are buried there, we invited President Trump. We are the ones that asked for the video and the pictures to be taken at the tomb of the unknown soldier. This was a very solemn wreath laying in our son's name, along with the Sergeant Nicole G family, as well as two of our catastrophically injured military members that were there on that horrific day in the honor of our Abbey Gate 13. We then moved to the gravesite where our children are buried. Again, we asked the Trump team to take the videos, take the pictures of our time there. President Trump then laid a wreath at the graveside of Army Staff Sergeant Ryan Christian Canals. There he talked to both his mother and father. President Trump then moved to our son's grave, where we were surrounded by our family and friends, where we talked about Taylor and his sacrifice to this country. Let me be clear. There was no politics discussed, none whatsoever. There was also not an assault that we observed take place, or did we hear it? I don't know where this is coming from, but it's disgusting and gross. President Trump has been there for us from the very beginning, when our son and the other 12 of his brothers and sisters in arms were murdered due to your negligence and uncaring attitude towards our military. Don't forget, Kamala, you were the last one in the room. You and Joe Biden made the final decision on how to pull out of Afghanistan. You created the chaos and mayhem for the military to accomplish their goals. Our sons and daughters made the best of a difficult situation, as they had been trained to do. They adapted and overcame all of that and came out as heroes, something that you will never know or understand. Kamala, we have been treated with the utmost respect, compassion, and understanding by President Trump, something you and Joe Biden have refused to do since August 26, 2021. No, where were you and Joe Biden on August 26, 2024? Nowhere near Arlington Cemetery. You couldn't be bothered to be with us or even say our kids' names, just as you had done for the last 3 years. Neither one of you have called to speak with us or share in our grief. I wonder, Kamala, do you sleep at night securely in your bed? Or do you have nightmares of our kids because it was your incompetence and negligence that got our kids murdered? It is you who sends out messages on social media that are outright lies. It is you that has disrespected our families. It is you who knows nothing about service and sacrifice. It is you that has divided this country, and it is you who is unfit to be the commander-in-chief. These are the only memories we get to make with our son, and it is you who is playing politics and trying to detract from our memories made that day. You should be ashamed and embarrassed at your lack of empathy and decency as a human being. You are only in this for the power and prestige. You don't care for our military or the citizens of this country. You should hang your head in shame at your actions or lack thereof. You need to move aside, get out of the way, and stop hindering the progress, growth, and independence of this great nation.
Yes, indeed, you guys.
Nobody is safe.
Yes, indeed, man.
Absolutely nobody. We're going to be a strong nation. We lost 13 great people. What a horrible day it was. We didn't lose one person in 18 months. And then they took over that disaster, the leaving of Afghanistan. We lost 13 great people. What a horrible day it was.
True leader, you guys. A leader. I encourage you guys, man. Go out and vote. They have wiped this man through the mud. They're going to continue to wipe him through the mud. Because he put America first. He put we the people first. Because he's pro-family, pro-military. But somehow they find a way to take things, to spin everything, and then to lie. And it breaks my heart, man, that they haven't even reached out to the families, man. My love, my heart goes out to the Gold Star families, man. My condolences goes out. Thank you to the ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you for your service. We love you. We send our love and condolences to our fallen soldiers, our fallen heroes, man. But this is what happens when you vote for failures, liars. DEI, didn't earn it. Not qualified. And look at the last 3.5, 4 years. Just look. I love you guys, man. And I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life, man. One love to the human race. I'm fire. I'm just every single day, man. You know, it's something new, and it's just it's heartbreaking, man. You know that we have to make videos like this. You know, it's heartbreaking, and I really do hope you guys heard every last family member in those clips. That you heard those amazing people. That you heard them out. I love y'all, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. God bless you all and your families. Peace and love, y'all.